As a kid, you sort of follow your parents, you go for church, but you don't really own it, I think. For me, it was when I went to college and I joined the music ministry. I realized that God was in so many more things than I thought He was. And I think it's something that I have really grown to love. A whole idea about loving God, with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. That was something that it was a mystery before. It still is a mystery, but I think I'm growing more towards it and seeing that if you look at even the people that you love, if you look at them through the Lord's eyes, it's easier to love them, because if you love God, you want to love what He loves. Someone was just writing something about this that I found really refreshing. He was saying that the people who are here on earth, they are only here because God has loved them into being. So it's like to be able to look at someone and say, God loves them and God would die for them. That's teaching me, even to try to love my husband more, even when he irritates me, or someone who maybe like cuts into my lane. I think God gave me my music. It's almost like He is the music that inspires me. Sometimes when our hearts are locked, if words don't get through, sometimes music somehow finds a way. And it's been true for me too. Sometimes I'll hear music that moves me in ways that words don't. I'm quite kaypoh, so I will, note things down in my journal. And it hasn't always been easy for me to share about my faith, I think, through my songs. I think He's always challenging me to sort of be courageous with that. And it's not been easy, but just through what people have come up to tell me about the song 5 Loaves and 2 Fish. Like, I've had friends tell me that they knew friends who this song accompanied them while they were in the process of suffering. It's the one song that people keep talking about, and it's a song that I almost didn't put onto the record. So that tells me something that sometimes God's ways are not our ways. And I just need to discern that a little bit more and pray about it, and just not be too stubborn-headed about what I think is good. Or it's looking at my own life and saying, okay, what is it that He's trying to teach me here? Is it something that I've been through that I can share even if it's painful? Is it something that maybe someone will benefit from hearing in a way that they won't feel like they're so alone? At the end of our lives, I would love to hear Him say, well done, good and faithful servant. You've used the gifts that I've given you for whatever purpose that He meant it for. Being asked to sort of write the National Day song was it 2010, I think? Yeah, I think that was a nice milestone. And I think the first time I ever performed for a concert hall at Esplanade, there was a period of like feeling a bit vulnerable and wondering if people were going to show. And so when we sold out the concert, that to me was quite heartwarming, Personal milestones. Becoming a mom, definitely a big one. We took all those prenatal courses and tried to figure out what it was all about. But once you become a mom, once a baby's there, you still feel so helpless. You're like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I still think it's the best thing I've done in my life. Beyond the music, beyond being a musician, I think being someone's mom, it's just an underrated thing. Motherhood and fatherhood, they are some of the most important roles that we can ever have in this life. Okay, on this Mother's Day, Claire, I hope that you will always see God's hand in everything you do. In the good and the bad, you would always look for the joy of the situation, that you will always keep your goofiness, that you always know that Mama and Papa will love you no matter what. And hopefully someday you can be a mom too and have a little one to love and care for.